What's up, Kingdom? It's your Lord and Savior, King D353, here in an episode of Let's Play Pokemon Academy Life Forever. In the last episode, my streams hate me. We saved Professor Will, after we saved Tia for the first night. Today, we should be able to save Sabrina. Hopefully, because apparently she's the hardest person to save. Also, I have a quiz today, I believe, so it'll be fun failing that. Good morning, students. Who's ready to continue our survey into the history of champions? Wait. Mr. Von Swarstraken? Mr. Von Swarstraken? Don't say that name. It sounds ridiculous. I want to know about Dwayne King's Pikachu. You obviously know more about than any of us. Possibly except him. Oh? Well, I don't think that's entirely relevant to the course I'm teaching right now. It's relevant to battle, and relevant to our chances in the Pokemon League. Our first day here, you said only a third of us would qualify. That number will be lower if we don't know what our opponents can do. You're a teacher. Teach us. Well, I want to do the wit option, but as we've established, the game doesn't give a fuck about what you want to do. The game gives a fuck about points. So let's see. No, wit's the right option. Good, that's what I wanted to do anyway. You quickly explain to the class what you know about Pika-Twig, Professor Oak chiming in to provide details occasionally. Of course the freak would have a freaky Pokemon. You think he controls his Pokemon too? Probably another special privilege. You really are just going to come out and tell everyone, huh? I've learned my lesson. No more secrets. Damn, you're cool. Well, it seems we may have gotten slightly distracted. No matter. We'll pick this up during our next lesson. Don't forget to prepare for your test, too. Prepare for our test a few hours before it? The fuck do you expect us to do? Okay. I forgot what my plans from last week were. I know I had plans, I just don't remember what they were. Probably Fire and Dragon? Yeah, because taking a Fire class will put Serena over the edge. Then again, so we'll go into our table, which I know I'm going to do. The Dragon Squad is pretty overjoyed. So Fire Fairy? Fire Fairy. Don't talk to me, man. I just got who I was rolling for one roll away before I'd have sparked pity. Those are definitely words. Also, that's not a bad thing. If you're willing to use up the stuff to get the pity anyway, that means you can upgrade your character. Because damn near every game ever is like, oh, what's that? You want your character to be strong? Sucks to be you. You get the bare fucking minimum. Pull them 10 more times. General Studies. Fire-type Pokemon are quite sensitive to the weather. While harsh sunlight empowers Fire-type attacks, rain weakens them accordingly. Furthermore, rain strengthens Water-type techniques, already strong against fire. Serendipitous, then, that sunshine dries Water types straight out. Rain or sun, perhaps hail or even raging sand. Back in my day, every rookie from Cerulean to Cinnabar tried to control the weather. It's possible, you know. The move Sunny Day and the ability Drought help keep the weather toasty. Just remember, any new weather conditions override the old. Watch out for rain dance, drizzle, and their like. This still reminds me of the one time I entered a Monomon tournament, and the finals was my fire team versus a water team. I'm still proud of myself for winning that fight. My Litten can evolve now. Yes, don't go to the forest. Fuck you, I'm going and you can't stop me. No one can stop me! So, Life Fob on a Pokemon of sheer force gives you all the benefits of the item, with none of the downsides. Do keep that in mind. It's a useful combo that's very easy to pull off. Now, it's time for the battles. Bruno? Oh, wait! Was the thing I was supposed to do... No, I already gave you Legacy. I gave you Legacy yesterday, I guess. I'm not even gonna try. Same to you, I assume. Grusha, are you well enough to battle today? As far as I can tell. Dwayne, your opponent will be Grusha. Oh, fire types. Normally I like to have my dragons out to Legacy, but you know what? I'm still gonna have my dragons out to Legacy. Then they're gonna fuck off. So you guys will Legacy, and then you're gonna swap out to Kirlia and Pikachu. You're probably sick and tired of people talking about your speech, your Pikachu, or your power. I'm sick of people asking if I'm okay and pretending to care if I didn't get to be some student council or whatever. Yeah, let's skip all that. Whatever. I saw what you did to Dawn. Yeah? What you did was cold. Made a mockery of her. All of her training, all of her power in front of the entire school. Hey, chill. I liked it. It's not like you had a choice anyway. You should see what people on the internet are saying about you, Enervo. They're calling her Alteria Jobbard. That doesn't seem very nice. People say the internet saying anonymity gives people the freedom to speak without repercussion. But I've seen people be dicks to each other face to face. So I don't know. Maybe people are just trash. Is depressing me part of your battle strategy? Heh. No, but I might keep that in my back pocket for the future. Your scarf. Are you? Gets hard to breathe with it on. Hard to yell commands too. Don't worry about it. Is that a mark on my computer? Or is that Grusha's mouth? That's Grusha's mouth. I thought that was only there when he's feeling sick. I guess I was wrong. Alright, let's go. One request. Don't make this exciting. Okay, Legacy on Citadel. Fire Fang on Snom. Legacy on Swablu. Do I want to give you double kick? I'm about to enter a dungeon, so I'll need the Ember, but type coverage is super useful, and I might end up stuck with a fire type. I mean, a rock type or steel. No, I'm already good against steel types. So double kick will basically just be for rock types and normal types. I only get one move tutor per day, so... No, per week, so yeah, no, I can't. I can't keep Ember to get this later. I have to just accept that I'm gonna have a little bit less firepower in the dungeon. Alright, let's swap to Pika-Twig on this end. Let's Fire Fang Citadel. And let's Dragon Rage to Toddle Spot. Oh damn, Drayden got fucked up. I thought he'd survive a round of combat because he was faster than Toddle. Clearly I was fucking wrong. Alright, Gibber, get in here. Alright, Pikachu, Electro Ball, Litten, Not Steady Flame, Fire Fang on Toddle, you, Psybeam on Swablu. Alright, everyone, focus on Archon. Except for you. You finish off Delibird. We want to get Archon into the fetus range, so its attacks become weaker. Or we can knock it out outright. That works too. And now we can all gang up on Swablu. That was alright. You're a good battler. You're not too shabby yourself. Jasmine told me that you stood up for me. Or at least told Jasmine you didn't know I had powers. Yeah, well, I was obviously wrong about that. Whatever. The point is you're not evil. You got that part right, at least. Thanks. I do what I can. He's kind of hard to talk to, huh? Getting kind of chilly in here. I'm outsies. I'm curious. Did they keep track of the Gimme Ghoul coins I have? Because I'm wondering if those matter. Yeah, I don't see Gimme Ghoul coins, so I don't think they matter. Oh, it's time for lunch already. Fantastic! I'm famished. Hey, what's up? This guy, last time I checked, it doesn't tend to stay up. I think it's got a bunch of balloons keeping it up there. Balloons? Are you crazy? Can't hold the entire sky with balloons. Besides, they go into space and pop. Oh yeah? What is it then? This guy's obviously balanced on the top of Blue's ego. A solid, invisible, unbreakable force that decides the entire world. Probably a good thing that he never seems to get discouraged then. We might all be crushed. Yep, he's a hero. Man, you're crazy. You know you love me. Hey, save that kind of talk for after our date. We already live in the same dorm. People might talk. What? You know, I actually don't know why we're in the same dorm. I assume because Falconer thought it would be funny to put all of us together. Maybe. Anyway, what's up? Well, I'm thinking of switching classes. Really? Yeah, I think I can do it. Maybe not permanently, and I don't think I want to do the crazy thing you and Ethan are doing. I'm not even doing it as much as I want to. I'm focusing on free now. But I'm seriously considering it. Okay, which classes? Thinking of ditching Dragon for normal. I already told Blue about my plan, and he said, quote, "Thank God! Maybe now Instructor Claire won't have to stop the lesson every 5 seconds to yell at you." Which is totally inaccurate and unfair, by the way. She yells at everyone. True. Well, not him, I guess. But you know how she is. Yeah, I do. I sure do. Well, I'll miss you in class, but if you want to swap, that's up to you. I guess you want to pay a bit more attention to your new Jigglypuff? Pretty much. She's pretty easy to train, all things considered, but I don't know a whole lot about her species. Hopefully Instructor Lenora can teach me more about her. Any particular reason you don't go for Fairy? That's one of Jigglypuff's types too. Just have more experience with normal type Pokemon. Drampa, Helioptile. Yeah, I can see it. Whoa, wait. Wait, what about you, Dratini? She's giving it to Blue. I do not like that look. Okay, now please don't be mad, but... She gave it to Blue. Oh my god, you're letting Blue train it. Yes. Leaf! Look, it wasn't my idea. Dratini wanted it. Ever since Blue borrowed Dratini last Wednesday, he's been trying to sneak into Blue's bag. Honestly, I was kind of offended at first, but I mean, just one afternoon with Blue made him a lot stronger, so I can understand where he's coming from. Anyway, he's still my Dratini, and always will be, while we're all still breathing. Man, does that mean next time I fight Blue, I'm gonna have to fight your Dratini too? Maybe. Bah. Well, thanks for the heads up, at least. The fuck was that? Did I just hear something fly over the school? Is that... It's either Skyla's plane or Tia. It could also be Latios, but more likely Skyla's plane or Tia. Yeah, I think I heard something's wings, like, flapping. Sounds like it's coming from the garden. Are we checking it out? I mean, obviously. Oh, wait, no, it's Leon! The backup that was called in by, what's-her-face? By Nessa. You emerge to the garden and blink up the sky. Your eyes are still adjusting to the light, so it's hard to make out, but that was Raihan. Did he fall on me? Kneeling above you is a strange man just in the familiar outfit. Lets out a soft breath and licks his lips as he looks you over. Yeah, don't do that. Get the fuck off me. Something about his hungry gaze sends chills down your spine. Well, look who I just dropped in on. The Kokobon Pikachu wielder, slayer of the Jawbird. Jawbird? Wait, you're from the internet. That's not far off, actually. Want me to get off? Yes! That's a very tricky question to answer, given my current position. Sharp, too. Guess your victory wasn't a fluke. Raihan? Big fan. I follow your Roto Photos account. What are you doing here? Kneeling on my date? Not much, besides that. Get off me! Raihan? You're Raihan? What? Are you expecting someone taller? No, Nessa told me about you. I'm guessing I got a point from Nessa there? I don't think I have a bond with Raihan. I don't think I want a bond with Raihan. God damn it, I have a bond with Raihan. Why are you irritated? You're clearly not that irritated if you're already flirting with me. You're the strongest gym leader of the Galar region. You fought Leon more than anyone else, and you're strong enough to be a champion in any region. Speaking of, why the hell is it Raihan that she called in and not Leon? Plus, he's got this really popular Roto Photos account where he posts pictures and videos of himself in battles and during meals and, pool parties. Leaf, are you dating me or Raihan? His fans are called the Fang Gang. Hey, you are a fan. Oh, this is a good one. First steps in Kokobon, first friends met? Gotta memorialize this one. Smile for the selfie, you two. Get off me first. Friends? Ryan pulls out a stylish-looking smartphone and flips it around, grinning at it. I know I'm gonna lose points for this, but I don't want him on top of me. Can't use that one now. It looked blurry. Don't let my followers think I'm blurry now, do I? Wait. I got a question. Why are you here in Kokobon? I am so glad I didn't lose points for that. Do you get points for smiling? Yes. You get points for smiling. I don't care. Get the fuck off me. I don't need the point. Get off of me. Wait, I've got a question. Why are you here in Kokobon? Hey, I feel bad blowing off a friend of Ness, but don't really have time to answer all these questions. Influencer shit, you know how it is. Always gotta chase that clout around the corner. Know where I can talk to the guy in charge of this place? That would be me, young man. Shit got intense here. Oh, hey. May I ask what you think you're doing? Flying into my school in the middle of the day. No appointment, no forewarning, no introduction. I mean, he just said he was looking for you, so clearly he was planning on introducing himself. In my defense, I was just asking who was in charge. Wanted to talk to you. And who are you to ask this of me? Drayden, in the middle of a workday. Drayden, huh? I guess you aren't a fan then. My name's Raihan, 8th Gym Leader of Galar, strongest member of the Galarian League aside from Leon, you know? The name is familiar. So Raihan, 8th Gym Leader of Galar, and strongest member of the Galarian League aside from Leon, may I ask for your courtesy of an explanation onto what you're doing here? Got a bunch of reasons. Heard Sonya finally stuck her head out of the dunes, and I'd like to reconnect my old circle. Ryan looks pointedly in your direction. Besides, I need to talk to this guy. You did see what Pikachu did, right? That might just be the kind of thing that gets me over Leon. I thought you were here to help save Sabrina. And you thought that doing this now, in the middle of a school day, would be the best way to achieve these goals. Our school was very recently attacked, and a student is still missing. Okay, cool. Perhaps you understand why I would be a bit twitchy, Raihan. Hey, I'm sorry, man, I didn't know that. Lance, it would appear your skill is not needed here. You may take your leave. Lance was just here if you need to beat someone's ass. Wait, Lance? That's you? I am he. Bloody hell, you're Lance! I knew I'd seen you before! You're my hero, mate! There must be some sort of mistake. No mistake, Lance. You got the world record for the most league challenge attempts. Nah? Well, I'm coming for your record. My failures are nothing to emulate. Nah, it's not that. You kept getting back up over and over. And then you won. Twice. You're my idol. I even got my gym trainers to dress like you. About that. I wear the honorable dress of a draconic knight of the Blackthorn Dragon Clan. To see the patterns and emblems of my ancient ancestors emblazoned on this sportswear is no trifling insult. Lance, I think you might be missing the point of the boy's sentiments. If he sees anything within me worthy of emulation, then it is he who misses the point. I take my leave. Well, that went to the pot. Apologies for Lance's irascibility. However, his temper does not remove the fact that you ought not be here. Flying over the gates as you did is absolutely not permitted. I can fly back over and walk through the front if you want, but sounds like a bit of a bother. I would request that you fly back over and stay over. If you wish to talk to certain students, you can make plans to meet up with them in Inspira, off-campus grounds. Oh, come on, mate, don't be like that. Tell you what, I got a bit of a following. I'll put in a good word for you if you let me hang out for a while, yeah? This is a historic, centuries-old school. Our programs are world-famous, and more of our alumni are champions than Blueberry and Naraha Academies put together. May I ask who you could possibly put in a good word for us, for that is not already aware of our accomplishments? Give me a moment. Isn't Chairman Rose a board member here? Well, yes, I suppose my reputation at the board could do some aggrandizement in light of recent events. There we go, mate. Knew we could do something for each other. However, this agreement is conditional. Oh? Yeah? Go on. Chairman Rose has been hinting that he is considering launching an inquiry into how the school has been run. I would have you attend classes, join clubs. I would ask that you treat the experience as though you were just another student. And then I would ask that you report back to the esteemed Chairman Rose honestly about what you have experienced. Seriously? I can be in and out. It's no problem. Come on. I'm the great Raihan. I don't need to go to school. Correct me if I'm wrong, but did you not attempt to win the last Galarian Champions Cup, the team that utilized 4 different types of weather? Mate, I was trying something different. Lose to Leon 12 times and anyone will start thinking outside the box. I understand that Galarians do not typically undertake formal education in Pokemon training, but I must insist it would benefit you. There is no doubt you are a powerful trainer, but even the child champion of Unova attends her middle school during the day. A thorough education exercises soft skills, but you may have no other opportunity to develop, such as humility, great Raihan. Alright, I get it. You don't want to go on. Look, I was planning on making this a get in and get out kind of thing. I'm not going to need to pay a full year's tuition, am I? You will only need to pay tuition for as long as you are here. Great. How much is that per day? Finances have been a bit tight ever since I bought that new muscle car. It was a risky purchase, but the click-throughs on the post were so worth it. Your first tuition payment will be due on the 4th of October. I may suggest you not buy any new cars until that time. But for gym leader's salary, I see no reason you should struggle to pay. Of course, perhaps I'm getting too ahead of myself. You still need to pass the entrance exam after all. Hold on, I didn't know there was any kind of entrance exam? Well, of course there is. We wouldn't admit a student to his academy if proof positive they are not a waste of the instructor's time. Which confuses me, because somebody, I think it was Wally, said that they're willing to take in people who are brand new to Pokemon training. So how can you be brand new to Pokemon training, but pass an entrance exam? Mate, I'm the 8th gym leader of... Yes, I know. 8th gym leader of Galar. You did mention. In any case, this should be a very simple exam to pass for someone of your pedigree. Just defeat Mr. King here. Wait, what happens if I win? What? What again? You serious, mate? I mean, I'm gonna try to beat him, so let's put you two in the lead. As the grave, Mr. Raihan. But it's just a kid, you know? I do not expect that you are any more a couple years older than him, no? You know what? You know what I'm saying. Don't dismiss me. Mate, it's not that. I totally respect you what you are, it's just, you got me on the defensive. Nice blow. Nice. Hey, King, I saw your battle with Burlitz. It was some serious shit you pulled off. Impressive. But the raw numbers aren't there. Drayden, I'm not a bully. I'm not going to go all out against a student. One might point out that the student has more battle education than you, but I concede your point. This was just a test anyway. Ah, so you wanted me to turn down the battle? Sneaky. Did I pass? Oh no, you're still going to battle Mr. King, but perhaps now in the middle of lunch is not a proper time for that. You have until classes cessation to prepare a team that you think will allow you to face Mr. King on equal footing. I may suggest heading to the fields. I've been told Cyclizar population there is strong and plentiful. Cyclizar, huh? Alright, that's only for 4 hours, but I think I can manage that. Then after you finish your evening classes, will you join us in the battle hall, Mr. King? I will gladly referee your battle myself. Sure, can't miss the opportunity to battle an actual gym leader after all. One more thing, Mr. Raihan. Is it true that Dwayne is much less experienced battler than you, but do not let his discourtesy of bringing a team that cannot pull their own weight. Wouldn't dream of it, mate. The great Raihan always goes 110%, no matter what. He literally just said he wasn't going to fight me if it's real team. Excellent. Now, I imagine Lance should be back any moment now. Huh? I thought you just buggered off because you didn't fancy my outfit. Yes, well, Lance is never one to make clear his intentions. Oh, he brought Raihan's friends. Rai? Hey, Ness. It's good to see. Wait, why are you surprised? Did you not call him in for assistance? The fuck was your plan for tonight? It's good to see you again. Rai, why didn't you tell us you were coming? Ness only just told me that you were here, Sonny. I came as soon as I heard, of course. Besides, I was hoping to surprise you. Well, consider me proper surprised. You cad? What are you doing here? Didn't you know? I'm a student. Well, I will be after I defeat King here. You want to fight Dwayne? Using your gym team? No, I'm gonna go out and catch some others. Oh, I won't be so sure that you can beat him then. There's Nessa, that icy cold splash of reality as always. Pardon me, what is this? You need to defeat Mr. King to become a student. Yeah, it's kind of a pain, but whatever. I wanted to battle this guy anyway. Not as I drills into yours, he stares, unblinking. Come to think of it, this is the first time since Friday I've been face to face. We've been face to face, isn't it? Man, I can't believe to imagine how furious he is. Utterly ridiculous. Oh, he didn't take his leave. Verbally, at least. Oh, Advisor Lance, thanks for, getting us. Think he's gone, Sonny. It's really great to see you two again. What have you been up to? And Sonny, where the bloody hell did you go off to? Oh, well, that's a bit of a tricky question, honestly, but, the short of it is, I was still here. You cut me when you left, you know. Thought I'd done something wrong. Thought we all had. Oh, Rai, you definitely did something wrong, but didn't have anything to do with Sonny this time. Man, you're just hating because I'm prettier than you. I think you'll find it's the only reason I tolerate you. Ha! But no, really, what's up? You called me out here for a reason, right? Again, if she did call him, why did she act surprised? Oh wait, shall we do this in private? Nah, Dwayne's already in on this. I called you out here because I thought we needed your help rescuing a missing student. Huh? She's lost in the woods. Has been for a few days. There's a bigger story, but the long of it is that the forest is full of grass types, and I'm basically dead weight in there. I know you love to brag about how well-hearted you are. Thought you might be able to put the stone of head of yours to use and help us. Yeah, I saw the woods when I was flying over. Didn't look like there was anything too challenging there. But I see why you got trouble, Ness. Ah, so basically, going in beforehand means like going with Nessa on my team's at a disadvantage. But going in after Thursday replaces Nessa with Raihan. Nessa's dual proficiency to rock and water leave her very vulnerable to grass types. Alright, so when do we start this thing? Tonight. Assuming you can even beat Dwayne, of course. He's not only the wielder of the Liberation form Pikachu, he's also a member of Kokobon's battle team. On God? Well, I guess I'm looking forward to our battle a little more now, King. Don't leave me hungry. The great Raihan's got a bit of an appetite. Matched only by his ego. Come on, let's show you around the place for a bit before you become an official student. And maybe you can tell me how you're paying for it. You return to the cafeteria room, somewhat bewildered by the sudden arrival of a strange new character. Do I still get a lunch period? I do. Okay, I can push you guys into higher happiness levels. Don't know why Gardenia's with the disciplinary committee, but whatever. You're only stable? Come on, baby girl. I need you to give me points for existing. What the fuck, Rosa? The psychic table is gone. What? I guess the psychic table's gone because the psychic classes are back on? So I'm thinking either the independent table, the romantic table, or the scheming table. Scheming, maybe? Scheming. You trap the people at the table as lunch passes. And I think I was gonna do fairy just to get a class in. You look like you could use some coffee. Nah, I'm good. Thanks, though. I mean, I don't actually have any on me. Oh, right, I can craft another fairy thingy, but I don't think I need to. Everybody has an item on them. Are they the best items? I don't know, but they have items on them. You may hear from time to time that dragons and fairies are natural enemies. Nothing could be further from the truth. Both are guardians of nature at the large scale or the small. And both remind us that there is magic in the corners of our tamed world. I believe dragon-type moves don't injure fairies, because they are one of the same nature. Neither is meant to harm the other. You do know we obliterate dragons, right? And yet, trainers insist on bringing fairy types to battle, just to use them against dragons. A small tragedy, if perhaps a necessary check on dragons' masterful pride. I am far happier to see dragons and fairies working together. Mega Altaria is wonderful proof of what they can achieve. Valerie wonders why Claire never accepts her picnic invitations. So the Shogun created the position of champion, so that if his political power were ever waned and evil man ever attempted to grasp power, the inherent goodness of Pokemon would always come to Kanto's defense. Are we seriously meant to believe that Pokemon are pure good? That seems naive. Well, in all of our recorded history, we've no solid proof of Pokemon willingly performing a cruel act without coercion. That's not to say that Pokemon are harmless, of course. Everyone knows you should never walk out into the tall grass for the Pokemon. But even though Pokemon have been known to rampage sometimes with disastrous results, Pokemon are in complete control of their mental faculties, never attack others without reason. Yeah, the same can be said for humans. They're neutral. But perhaps it's a level of pedantry that we need not get into right now. If a wild Pokemon attacks you, allow your own Pokemon to defend yourself. Not their inherent goodness, but do keep in mind. Now, let's see. Yes, about time for our test, isn't it? This test won't introduce any new concepts. All I ask is that you defeat your opponent. The opponent Gardevoir only knows Psychic. The opponent Meganium only knows Giga Drain. And the opponent Dugtrio only knows Stomping Tantrum. Finally, in this test, you'll be able to gain experience. That may be relevant. Take out your pencils, and remember, this is graded. So, someone just lost stats. Oh shit, I have to fight multiple people? With just a Skorupi. Okay, I can survive Meganium's attacks, and I can survive Dugtrio's attacks. So what I need to do right now is I need to kill Gardevoir. ASAP. Oh! I was supposed to kill Dugtrio. I don't want to evolve. I clicked the wrong button! I clicked the wrong button! I meant to cancel the evolution! I mean, I still would have died, but fuck! Alright. I'm gonna fail this class. At a glance... Well, at a glance, it actually looks like a lot of you are struggling. I thought the concepts were simple enough, but perhaps... If always at the front of the classroom, you can tell Professor Oak looks concerned. I'm failing the class! Well, that seems to be the bell. Perhaps I should, Professor Oak seems troubled. You consider going after him, but... Hey, going to battle Raihan? Raihan? The 8th gym leader of Galar? Strongest member of the Galarian League aside from Leon? Apparently he showed up in the garden at lunch today. Jumped off a Flygon. Landed on me, actually. Getting real sick of random powerful people and things falling out of the sky into your lap. Yeah, he was kneeling on my dick. Still hurts. Why did that make you laugh? No one needed to know that. So, where? Huh? Where are you battling? The battle hall? Yeah, in a couple minutes. What do you think that was about? Oh, he probably just wants to watch your battle. Anything to get more information on you, you know? Sometimes I think he wouldn't mind being the second weakest trainer in the world as long as you were the weakest. Man, you're right. Alright, I'm going to the dorm to get changed, then to the battle hall. Wanna come with? Sorry, I'm gonna be up with Tia. She's gotten better since her stay in the infirmary, but she's still a bit slow. I'm up there to catch up on her lessons. Hey, that was nice of you. But shouldn't you be worried about your own academics most? I mean, you skipped class to grab me. Then you took Monday off to look for her. Not to mention you're going to start taking normal classes. Aren't you worried you'll fall behind? Nah, not really. Talk to you later. Seems very cavalier about missing school, huh? I'm going to fail. What's that noise? The fuck are you? You walk into the battle hall which is still largely empty. A small crowd gathered around Rohan. He's busy flexing and bragging to the crowd. A familiar-looking woman stands in front of the crowd. Her confidence in front of this famous trainer at odds with her unassuming clothing and posture. She's familiar? I don't know. Ready to see me roar? Oh, that's... No, unassuming lass. Plus it unassuming Lissa. I was like, what? That's Lycia? Actually, it could be Lycia. She could just have put highlights in her hair. Hell yeah! Well, you're in luck, because just a few minutes you're gonna get to see how great and mighty Raihan battles. That's so cool. I'm a big fan of yours, but I read all your Roto photo stories. You didn't say anything about coming here. Well, I gotta leave some things as a surprise for the fans, don't I? Besides, I'm not one of those obnoxious influencers who want all their fans to know what they are 100% of the time. I tell for just 95%. Wow, really? Some people I know try to get away from their fans. Oh. Yeah, no, you're definitely either Lycia or Rosa. You're probably wearing a wig, actually, now that I think about it. I thought maybe she put highlights in her hair, but no, she's probably just wearing a straight-up wig. Huh? Man, why would I do that? They care about me enough to want to know where I am and what I'm doing, then of course I'm going to be open with them. Besides, when I finally beat Leon, I want the whole world to be watching. That means you gotta start gathering the fans early. That's a very cool way of thinking about it. Guess there really is more to you than the 8-pack and muscle cars, huh, Raihan? Of course, pride's pariah, you know. I mean, I haven't read it, but I do have it. It's a signed copy, too. Hey! Hey, gang! Pikachu Wheeler, ready to get things started? Shouldn't we wait for Dean Drayden to arrive? Oh yeah, I guess so. Who's your friend? Alright, don't think I got your name. Lay it on me. Liz. Nice to meet you. Okay, it's extremely obvious this is Lycia, but if she doesn't want to be recognized outside of her role as announcer, I'm not going to blow this for her. So my first guess was right. Oh wait, Raihan, you said Pikachu Wielder, right? I thought I recognized you. You're the student who fought Dawn last Friday, right? Yup. And you're the one who announced it. I'm in the coordinator club. Dawn's been talking about you a lot. Fair warning, she might try to recruit you. Well, I'm a bit busy with the Pokemon Battle team, but I might drop in. I heard the new instructor for the Coordinator Club is pretty great. Oh, you. Ah, don't do that! If you know who I am, just say it! Sorry, Liz, that's not my job. Feel like I'm missing something. Nah, it's nothing serious. Let's just... Hello. Seems you've gathered a bit of an audience already. Yeah, I just seem to gather fans wherever I go. We're all alone like little grains of sand, but my fans have built these sand up into a mighty gale, and the desert will blow down anyone who stands in my way. This may prove complicated. That was actually pretty cunning. By letting the crowd get hyped up on his side, didn't have a hard time rejecting him. Oh wait, I just realized, I need to get Pikachu a move other than Growl. Preferably something that will cover its weaknesses. Powder Snow could work. Growl is 40 points. I don't know how much Powder Snow is. Too much, that's how much. $40. So that means this should equal out. Yeah, there we go. There are other moves I'd rather Pikachu have, but Disarming Voice could work. Snover... Mega Drain and Razor Leaf. Mega Drain could work too. Ice Shard and Bulldoze. Dragon Pulse and Fairy Wind. Spiky Shield and Wide Guard. Fillet Away and Shore Up. Bug Bite and Dragon Breath. Bite and Attract. Dive and Bounce. Aerial Ace Headbutt. Bug Bite and Why Sludge. Dig and Mud Slap. Shore Up and Camouflage. Branch Poke and Ingrain. Ingrain and Wish. Shadow Punch and Flame Charge. Dragon Rage and Return. I think I'd rather Powder Snow to Disarming Voice. 70. Too much. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna go with Disarming Voice then. I guess as an influencer, he knows the power of popular opinion. Pretty sneaky. The desert's got all types of tricks. Forgive me for speaking out of turn, but do you not come from Hammerlock? A city surrounded by lush green fields, swampy marshland, and an average rainfall of about 23 inches per year. Your numerous references to the desert seem out of place. It's a brand thing. I suppose I still do not understand. Students, if you are not part of this battle, please make your way to the bleachers. Very well. You may grant your leisure. Terms, rules, and restraints. You two decide those freely among yourselves. Neat. I'm gonna be real with you, King. We can do this however you want. I got my preference, course, but hey, I'm a great Raihan. Only Leon beats me, even if I'm only using 3 newly caught Pokemon. Alright, just be certain, you aren't going to pull out a Pokemon that's like A dozen levels higher than anything I could reasonably have this time, right? What? No, of course not. What kind of dick would do that? That was uncalled for! Something in the wind? Alright, so what are you thinking, King? You got a taste? Single. Alright, singles. Classic. Can't hate it. Hydrating will referee. Remember, both of you, your intent is to win. Please do your best. Right, you don't have your grass move anymore. Goodbye. Nice battle. Nice battle? That's all? You won fair and square, mate. You made the right moves. I made the wrong ones. In your defense, I don't think there was much you could really do. Thanks to my 2 legacy mons. That's not really fair to you. You're using new Pokemon. Nah, there was a way I could have won that. How? Seems we won't be seeing much of each other after all. Hope you drop by Galar sometime, though. I'd love a rematch in a couple years. You are giving up that easily. I don't like it, but taking a loss in the chin is nothing new to me. You can complain all you want that the wind didn't blow you away, but if you do, then people will blow you off. Only when you accept your losses can you move past them. Besides, what would the Fang Gang think if a video of me whining about being beat got into the internet? They'd think I'm a right poser, and I'd have to agree with them. A dragon only roars louder after a defeat. That's the way it is. Besides, I got to battle King, and got to talk to Sunny and Ness. From where I'm standing, I feel like I got everything I wanted done. Don't worry about our deal, Drayden. I'll tell the big man Rose that everything you're doing here is up on the up and up. There is no entrance exam. Yeah, I knew. Ness told me. But I knew in the garden. I got a hard head, not a thick one. So you correctly interpreted this as a test of character. Seems like it. The speech, then. Was it to appeal to the hidden criteria that you were aware existed? I'd like to believe that's just who I am as a person. I sense the words spoken from the heart. But at the same time, you used the crowd and your leverage on Rose as an advantage over me. You put the airs of force from the desert, that you hail from Hammerlock. You speak of humility, and accept losses of grace and dignity, but title yourself the Great Raihan, and continue challenging your greatest rival over and over. You are quite a study in contradiction, Master Raihan. Sand that settles becomes rock. Then some geologist slaps a name on it, and everyone thinks they know everything there is to know about it. Gotta keep shifting and keep people interested. That is not how rocks work. Rocks are eroded by wind or water. They become sand. Counterpoint, sandstone. I do not know enough about geology to dispute this. So what's the decree, Dean? I'm at your feet here. I don't usually buy, but I'll give it a fair shot. Oh, I think you said beg, not buy. You are permitted to join as a provisional student. Given your experience and fame in Galar, a lot will be expected of you from your classmates and instructors. Please set a good example. Always do. Just check my roto photos. I'm squeaky clean. Oh, that reminds me. King, victory selfie? Sure. Since you're no longer on top of me. That's a good one. And it was a good battle. We're not through yet. When you have this time, I need to know more about that Pikachu of yours. I got a feeling, call it a whisper in the wind, that Pikachu might be the key to defeating Leon, the king of champions. That is true, it kills kings. So that the little guy agrees. Thank you for your aid on this matter, Mr. King. You are free to go. Anytime. Are there any scholarships for, like, helpfulness? No. Right, just thought I'd check. Level up Silver. Level up Skyla. So, Silver or Skyla? I thought there was a third person I could level up. Nope, guess not. Okay. And they're both going to level 2. We'll do Silver. Hey, you here to talk to the boss? Sure am. Mind letting him know I'm here? Tuh. You came back to the city to talk of Silver, carefully retracing your steps till you find your way to the abandoned house that Silver lives in. The hell do you want? To talk? Right. Sorry. Force of habits. Well, what do you want to talk about? I want to talk about you. There's nothing to say. If it's about the mind power stuff, whatever. I'm obviously outnumbered when it comes to not trusting you. Anyway, my position in the disciplinary committee lets me see that you don't get too powerful. Remember, if I see you trying to start your own little gang, there's a Crobat with your name on it. Did I say Crobat or Crowbar? Crobat. Noted. Terrifying. That wasn't what I want to talk about at all. Yeah? What then? Silver, you live in the city in a rundown shack, hiding from the cops of 20 older guys who all treat you like you're their boss. Yeah? Can you honestly tell me that's no story there? If you say that, I'll believe you. But I don't think you're going to say that. Fine. There's a story. But I'm not telling it. Why not? Well, aren't you all goddamn nosy all of a sudden? Sorry. Silver, I just want to get to know you. I'm in a stadium of hundreds of people. You're the only people who stood up to help me when Lance was being a dick. I want to know why. Why you helped me. What gave you the motivation to? I want to know who helped me. Who's the Silver that stood up and acted as my shield was? Is. Well, don't you think you're important? Huh? I wasn't doing it for you. Powers aside, you're nice enough, and you'd probably deserve it if I did it for you. But I was doing it for your Pikachu. My entire life I've heard weak men blame others for their incompetence. People just can't take any goddamn responsibility for their own failure. I'm better now. But the life I lived before, when I lived with my dad. Some mistakes you can't roll back. But I can dream, and work as hard as I can to bury my past in the new me. And I don't want others making the same mistakes I have. So when I see or hear a trainer blame a Pokemon for their failure, I need to let them know what they're doing wrong. Wait, you were trying to help Lance? I think we've established at this point, but I'm not exactly the picture of eloquence. Yes, I was trying to help the bastard. You might want to work on your communication skills. That's really all you came here to tell me. You can piss off back to the campus now. Come on, Silver, work with me here. You're a patient guy. One of my many positive qualities. How can I work with you, then? I've already agreed to help you get elected. We all know how well that worked. Not sure what else we can do for each other. What you did to help me out that day, I mean, it was kind of crazy. Probably would have worked if Sharon hadn't, you know. Where did you come up with that? Staging an attack on the school. I've talked enough. Tell me more about yourself. Sure. So I'm from a little town called Pallet Town in the southwest Kanto. My Pikachu here is called Pikatoy, and he was my first friend. I lived with my mom my whole life. My father wasn't in the picture. He died when I was young. We were pretty poor. Not because he died, even before that. What kind of place was Pallet Town? Small. Peaceful, though. People were kind, the grass was green, and the ocean was just south of us, and everyone knew everyone. The one bad thing was, well, everyone knew everyone. It was pretty much impossible to get a fresh start there. Anything you do sticks with you all until you move away. I get that. I grew up in Kanto as well, actually. In Celadon. Really? Huh. I would have thought Celadon would be big enough to find a new start wherever you turned. Not when you have your... Not when you never leave your... house. I probably got fresh air 3 times for the first 12 years of my life. And one of those times when we were evacuating the building. Alarms flashing, cops pulling up. Jeez, sounds intense. Is there a fire? Something like that. So, Pokemon have always trusted you, huh? Pretty much. I mean, I've had Pikachu for a long time. I think he trusted me when he first met. And you don't have any skeletons in your closet. No memories you want to bury in the dark. No? Well, it was the whole Phrenergy thing, but that's off my chest now. So besides that, I don't think so. Damn. Damn? Why? You are good. Aw, thanks. Shut up. I mean you're good. You're kind. You know all sort of shit about Pokemon. You're a great battler. You're fit. You can make friends with just about anyone. Flatterer. Look, no one has all that unless they're trying to make up for something. There's gotta be something in your past. Something. I mean, the guy plaguing me is a loser. Does that count? Like, you used to be a fat ass, didn't know anything about Pokemon. You had no friends, right? It's hurtful. Well, there was a time where I didn't have any friends, yeah. After that, I definitely became a lot more social. Or at least a lot more willing to take risks, socially. Knew it. Hey, is that a smile? Yeah. It's a hell of a relief to hear you aren't as perfect as I thought you were. What's with all the self-service of, anyway? Huh? Why bother being everything you are? It'll be so much easier to just hide away, right? Be mediocre. Fade into the background. I want to be a champion. So? Not looking at your friends to do that. Look at Lance. Bachelor's doing it twice, and he hasn't done it. And what does he have going for him besides an overcompensatory hairstyle? I mean, he doesn't need friends, but I do. I'm serious. Nothing about my friends. I'm not being modest. I freeze up. I can't speak for myself. I can barely remember anything about Pokemon, and everywhere I go, everything I know about battling comes out the window. I spent 4 years in Pallet Town without my friends, and, well, I can barely remember anything I did then. I think I was just kind of in a dull haze. So, like up there on the stage, then. Well, you need to get over that. Oh, gee, thanks. Wish I'd thought of that. If you can't do it yourself, do it for your Pokemon. They're relying on you. And if you can't leave this world with at least one Pokemon you haven't disappointed, then you've won. What about one human? Yeah, that's not going to happen. I don't know. I think you can do it. Then prepare to be disappointed. Well, was that a joke? Are you so surprised? I'm a funny guy. I'm kind of surprised, yeah. I didn't know you told jokes. Most people don't get them. My humor's a bit dry. Well, what's your dream? International comedian? Whenever I close my eyes at night, I only have one dream. And I dream of an absolution. I love that song! Come on, you're what, 18? 17. What? What do you have to be absolved of? Aw, he's 17! We can't fuck Silver. Are you so privileged that you think just because you've never had a nightmare they don't exist? I got a lot of nightmares in my dream journal, Red. I can't tear out those pages. I can only keep writing. So that's my dream. I'll never be able to forget what I was. But if I can outweigh it, maybe I can die happy. So your first step in the absolution is to try and rehabilitate your father's former employees. Yeah, these idiots. It's not normally the kind of thing that the son of a CEO has to do, even if his dad's company fails really hard. Yeah, well, my dad's company was always a family business, like he liked to remind me. What's your end goal with these guys? Huh? Like, what's your rehabilitation plan? What goalposts are you setting? How long do they have? What's your exit strategy? I out them when they act up. Not much of a plan. No, not much of one. I guess I'm just kind of hoping that one day they'll just wander away and not be my problem anymore. Maybe when I'm not looking, they'll get a long-term job somewhere. Maybe even buy an apartment and leave. They'll bring me a lot of money. I don't ask where it comes from. I try to invest it and get out of the house as soon as I can. Here, take a wad. Silver gives you a brown paper bag filled with $2,000! Silver, my best buddy, I could kiss you! Whoa! I don't really like to accept money from... Wait, where'd this come from? Didn't you hear? Say I don't ask where it comes from. It's more likely they'll try to rob a cop and get away from a couple years. Still not my problem. You've been talking a lot about how your dad's employees are, well, criminals. I just first met them when they stole Tia's hats. Yeah. What kind of business did your dad run exactly? Let me put this away. When he did well, he was the only one who was happy about it. And when he went out of business, well, no one cared. Silver. He was a bastard. He was the only one who knew how to handle these people. And they're disappointed in me because I'm not as cruel or as tough as he was. Isn't that fucked up? You have trouble enforcing discipline, huh? Yeah, you could say that. I mean, some of these guys knew me when I was in diapers. The fact that they like and live in my house now doesn't change that. Do you think you could use some help with your job here, then? Oh yeah, but you're already helping by coming here to beat them up every once in a while. Glad I could be your enforcer, then. I don't want that. Come again? Everything about my life is dressed in violence and authority. And shouting. And being the guy with the biggest stick in every room I go into. It's all about painful memories. But at least they're memories. I've left it behind. And if they don't want me to, I'm not going back. I'm not bringing anyone new into it. I don't want to drag anyone, you, into that. I don't need an enforcer. I don't need more people who want to beat up others on my behalf. I just need a... friend? Silver? I just need a friend. Please? Silver, did you really need to ask? Come on, I wouldn't have come out here if I didn't want to be your friend. Thank you. I did not think that we would have a denied bond. He's like, nah, fuck that enforcer shit. Rhyhorn, Sandile, Litten! It's a little too late, but Litten! I mean, at least you'll be able to use it for one dungeon. You're not going to get to use it for long, but you'll get to use it. While walking back to your dorm. What's Rhyhorn doing in the library so late? He knows curfew's in a few minutes, right? Hey, Rhyhorn, what's up? Hey, Dwayne. Good seeing you, mate. It's pretty late. Still hitting the books? Nah, yeah. Well, yeah, but nah in the sense I don't want anyone knowing I'm studying late. Got a reputation to maintain after all. What are you looking up? Looking past Rhyhorn's very broad shoulder, you notice a stack of books on topics you wouldn't generally expect Rhyhorn to be less interested in. Electrical engineering, Rotom care. Got this odd problem my Rotom here. Picking up some signal I can't make heads or tails of. Now, I'm not a Rotom trainer by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm fairly certain I can reckon when my Rotom's doing something it really ought not to. Oh, you're talking about your Rotom phone, right? That's it, yeah. Little guy's acting up recently, saying stuff that I can't make heads or tails of. Weird clips of messages, kinda? Honestly, it reminds me a bit of the stuff I'd say when I write posts for Rotom photos. What do you mean? Like, what kind of stuff is it saying? God, I don't need this cutscene right now. I know my body's gonna start rebelling at any moment now. Stuff like thanking people who don't exist, greeting newcomers I've never heard of, saying that it's going offline even when it isn't. That's weird. I never Rotom can communicate through phones made for them, but isn't that just saying nonsense? Yeah, never had this issue before. Wish I could just talk to him flat out and hash this out. Unfortunately, he's saying that he doesn't even know what I'm talking about. Hold on. Can Rotom develop dementia? Not to my knowledge. Oh, that idea is nothing, then. Guess I'm lost. I'm full stumped. If it's not that my Rotom's getting a bit long in the tooth, then I don't know what else it could be. Maybe my phone's old. I mean, it's not. I bought it a couple months ago, but... Well, I'm not an expert on Rotom by any such imagination, but I knew a bit about them. I might be have a bit of an idea what's going on. Right then, share what you got. Rotom's a ghost electric type, right? But when Rotom possesses something with a motor, like a microwave, a lawnmower, or a specially made Rotom phone, loses that ghostly aspect of itself, taking on the attribute of whatever it's possessing. Sure, a real ghost in the machine kind of Pokemon. When they possess a special phone made right for Rotom, they can make the phone pull off some cracking stunts. Paldean models can even fly. Best part for me is that you can place calls from pretty much anywhere, even if you don't have data coverage. Saves a parcel on data plans, and practically mandatory if you're going overseas. It's a damn shame they burn off for a year or two. But being real about it, normal phones are in such a bad way nowadays that they die almost as fast. I wouldn't know, my old phone's still ticking after 8 full years. Ah, Kanto-made phones. Self probably? Yep. They don't make them like that anymore. I'd love to get my hands on a genuine 1996 Sylph phone. I'd pay a parcel for it too. Sorry, lightly used. Should have put that on in the building. It's for collecting purposes. Worth a shot. Anyway, about your Rotom. Maybe it's picking up some sort of ghostly signal it shouldn't? Rotom doesn't stop being a ghost type at heart, even if it's possessing something. Since Rotom's a ghost type, maybe it's receiving some kind of ghostly transmission, like the antenna at the top of Dusknoir's head gets. Maybe like that EVP thing, yeah? Electric voice phenomena? That's the one. Well, yeah, I guess it could be that. I was thinking since Rotom phones are really good at receiving signals, maybe it's picking up some ghostly ones in addition to, phone calls. Maybe. But I don't reckon I have any idea what kinds of stuff it's saying would be. They're really coming from Ghost. Do Ghosts really care about that kind of stuff my Rotom's talking about? Hard to say. I have never talked to one myself. Nah, fairly said. I don't think I'd have either, though. There was one codger in my gym who'd been there since before Mustard, and I figured he might be a ghost. Actually, come to think of it, that would explain how he kept getting into the gym after we asked him to retire. Might need to look into the Galar League's policy on hiring the undead. Not sure I gave him the right level of accommodations for that. Raihan fucks off. Alright, it's time to battle, but first I gotta stretch. Oh. Okay. I almost fell asleep in my chair for a second there, a stretch was so needed. Hello, team. Okay, are we all ready? Not so fast, Sonia. What did your survey say? Looks like that part of the forest is called the Windswept Woods. Especially tall trees cause wicked air currents up top. Flying types make their place their home, in addition to the expected grass types. Huh? We staked the place out to figure out what kind of wild Pokemon we might find. Honestly, Rosa, you could stand to think about ahead a bit. There's no stunt double to take your place. No research on the stage. Here, anything goes. Yeah, you're right. You're doing the right thing. Let's just do it smartly. We don't need to do this smartly, girls. You got the great Raihan here. My rock types will make the flying types embarrassed to have wings. Right, Dwayne, if you've got any Foreveralls that give Pika-Twig the ice type, now might be a good time to use them. Or perhaps electric or rock or flying or fire? Alright, we're totally going the right story here. A real adventure. This will sort itself out in the end, but why wait? Dwayne, reckon you could use Pika-Twig in battle a good bit. I'd like to sort some details on them. Seconding that, I'd like to see what the Slayer of Jawbird can do up close. Maybe don't call dogs on Terrier that anymore. Well, I'm sure as fuck not having Nessa in the center. What kind of stupid shit? Oh, I put her in the wrong direction. Alright. Okay. Grass and flying. Yamper, the Dead Egg, or Growlithe? Alright, I guess the Emperor is the best bet, but that's more of an offensive mon than a defensive. Raihan, what do you got, buddy? Trapince, Cyclizar, Roggenrola. I mean, none of them especially want to take a grass-type move. But going right into Cyclozar might not be wise either. I might need to save Cyclozar for the final boss. So Roggenrola, I guess. I mean, at least Bruxfish won't take 4 times damage. Alright, I need to be near the center. Raihan. Far left. Now we need to change my lead Pokemon. What's Pikachu's moveset again? Quick Attack, Nuzzle, Electro Ball, Disarming Voice. Maybe I lose Quick Attack so I can get an Ice-type move? $40. I'm just short of 40, so I can't even add Tackle. Yeah, it does seem 40 is the lowest. Alright, so yeah, Pikachu only gets 3 moves. An ice move, a fairy move, and an electric move. Trying to decide if I should get rid of the fairy move for something else. What's Flame Burst's cost? I could give him Flame Burst instead of Bite. But yeah, Flame Burst is 80. So no, I can't get a Disarming Voice and give him Flame Burst. Ember's 50. Let's lose Disarming Voice and give you Ember. Okay. Think I'm ready now. If I had a way to relearn Electro Ball, I'd probably get rid of that too, but I don't think any of my stuff will give me Electro Ball back. Alright, yeah, let's go with what we have. I thought I said to move ahead. Yeah, I'm not gonna linger on these stages. I don't want us to get overwhelmed, especially since two of our people are weak to grass types. The enemies aren't being smart, but that doesn't mean I need to tempt fate. Blast. Ember. Acid. Fire Fang. Okay. Rock Blast, Hoot Hoot. Powder Snow, everyone. Acid, everyone. Fire Fang to the side. Bite to the side. Rock Blast, Hop It. Powder Snow, everyone. Acid, everyone. Nuzzle, Swablu. Bite, Swablu. Should I just train for a bit? 'Cause, like, nothing's really fucking me up right now. Level cap's 22. Current level's 20. If I keep going a bit longer to get away with it, I could make my Pikachu a bit stronger. Alright, let's train a bit longer. Sorry for the pause, I needed to gather myself. Actually, let's not do that. Let's Ember. Rock Blast on you. Powder Snow again. Acid on everybody. Fire Fang on the Shroom. Confusion on the Shroom. Alright. I'm about to say time to leave, but actually, I think we can still get through this. Headbutt on you. Powder Snow on you, free. Acid on everyone. Fire Fang on Hoppip. Confusion on you. Yeah, there was a lot of mons, but we were able to wipe them out, so it's all good. Is this the moment where I finally just head back? No, I think we can get through this. Headbutt. Headbutt. Ember to Paris. Nuzzle this Swablu. Spark this Swablu. And Bite Hoppip. Alright, time to leave. Harden. Ember. Nuzzle. Nuzzle Wuzzle. Fire Fairy. Fusion. Oh man, we're through. Did I ever spend 7 months shooting in the jungles and then a fjord, then do that again? Brr, it's chilly. Are you two seriously whining about this? Just a short hike. Yeah, I'm with Ness. This is nothing. Speak for yourself. I'm used to having my air-conditioned trailer whenever I'm within 50 feet of a tree. What a surprise. You're more of a princess than I thought. Princess? Why never... Help. No, help. You lot heard that, right? Yeah, that was definitely Sabrina. So this is the girl you call me to help. Alright. There. Sabrina! She looks different. Hotter. Did you do something for your hair? Hey, I'm suddenly a lot more motivated for this rescue mission. Now's not the time for jokes. We have to save her. Granted, but from what? She looks fine, as if a bit exposed. You're saying that, Ness? It's my choice. I just want to make sure that was hers. Sabrina? We come for... What? What are you coming for? A great treasure is coming for our treasure. This isn't her. Something's controlling her. I reckoned. We might need to prepare for a nasty fight then. Alright, let's go. Sabrina's emotion rate fluctuates for everyone's minds. Curiosity spits out several psychic-type Pokemon, eager to consume the fluctuating emotions. They're greedy opportunists, but it looks like they may flee if a strong Pokemon they're following is defeated. Should I put Drayden in the center? Yeah, let's put Drayden in the center. Ghastly will die immediately if I put it in. Dottler will work well. I don't remember if Breaking Swipe hits allies as well or not. I think it does in the main games. I don't know if it does in this. we come. Okay, it doesn't hit dust. Good. None of you are especially strong, so you know what? This is... Actually... No, let's Legacy... Mischievous. Bite... Mischievous. Bite... Esper. Wow, okay, she died fast. Corsola's Toxic Recover, Healing Spring? Makes it rain for 3 turns, restores a little bit of health every turn. Oh, what the fuck? Alright. Sabrina? She's snapping out of it. Where... Oh, my head. Ow. Sabrina, you're safe now. We came to get you back. Get me back? What do you... No, I came out here on purpose. This... It's all part of the plan, but then... Headaches and... I was attacked, but... The plan... Was being out here for almost a week half of your plan? What have you been eating? Wait, Raihan? Hey, another fan. Yeah, it's Raihan. You one of the fan gang? I follow your Roto photo stories. Did that save her depressed status? Because I know Sabrina's been losing points on me for a fucking while now. That's not Sabrina. That's Sabrina. I'm still heavily in the negatives, but at least that mellowed her out. God, my bond with her is neutered beyond words from the weeks that she was going through that. Sabrina, don't blow up his head any more than it already is, okay? I need you to think back to what you remember. I don't remember. I remember the yelling, the anger, then running out here and nothing. Hold on, we've got something serious to discuss before we take you one step further, Sabrina. I know. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to reveal everyone's secrets. I shouldn't have snapped that. Where'd you get that adorable tank top? Huh? Seriously, a crop tank top with low-ripped dry jeans? That's fashion if I've ever mean it. If I've ever seen it. You're more daring than I thought. It's just a grocery store. Hold on, you're telling me you picked that cute outfit at the grocery store? What could you do at an actual clothes store? I don't know, but I want to find out. Sounds like a trip to Forever 151 is... I fucking hate you. Is in order. I can't buy anything, but I can lend an eye and... No, you don't understand. I'm a witch. A curse. I'll only hurt you if you try to get closer to me. I'll expose everything about you. Sabrina, you know what my darkest secret is? Yes. And so does everyone else. It's literally on every single one of my wiki pages. I made a couple mistakes, most of them involving Raihan, and he told everyone. He didn't even have an Esper powers as an excuse. Guilty as charged. Not proud of it, though. I just had trouble keeping my mouth shut when something great happens. I'm not quite sure I have anything like a secret, but... Oh, it sounds like Raihan and her dated. But I reckon I've already done the most embarrassing thing that could happen to me this year. What with begging Janine to let me back into the battle team. Maybe then, but... Come on, you don't need to make any decision right now. The thing we need to do right now is get you back to school. Right, could you give her a hand? Sorry, gotta keep my hands free for the victory selfie I'm about to snap. King, think you can hand free for a pretty girl? The only thing worse than Raihan's flirting is when he tries to wingman for you. I can walk by myself. No, let me carry you. You don't need to, though. No. No? Those students, they targeted me because of you. Steady on, Sabrina. That wasn't his fault. I know, it wasn't anyone's fault but my own. But I know. You did everything right. Give me more points. You took too many away from me. You even stayed away from me. Which is all I asked for. If I can't keep people safe when they can't do anything right, when I do everything right, then what can I? I understand you're upset, Sabrina. Dwayne does too. Don't take it out on him or yourself. Why do I have to blame anyone? It was my fault. Not wholly. I think we could all do with some space and some time. Let's head back to the campus grounds, alright? Alright. I don't think those 23 points make up for the weeks away from Sabrina. I don't want to seem ungrateful. You've been through a lot. Anyone would get it. I'm sure I'd feel the same. I just joined up to help a friend. Oh, I just realized. She's gonna be ecstatic for a while, right? Sabrina. 13. Yes, her bond will be slowly recovering over time. I'm not really sure what your deal is, but You got no beef. I don't expect any thanks, just doing what I do. I really am... Hey, it's alright, we understand. Another free. Ah! Oh man, I can't believe you pulled that off! Oh, that was a happy laugh. This is so risky, but so excited, but so dangerous, but so fun! This could be a new movie! 5 points of her. I'm not gonna say you were right, Rosa, but maybe doing the proactive thing was the right call this time. 5. 5. The important thing is that we succeeded. Worse for wear or not, we set up a plan and saw it through to the end. No quitting midway. Kinda reminds you of the Galarian Star's Nest? So, I'm glad I got to be part of this wicked adventure and all. Really does remind me of the Galarian Stars and how we all worked together in the beginning. But could someone explain what this is all about? Who are you, Sabrina, and why did you run out here? What do you mean exposing secrets? I kinda got the idea that you're a mental, but... Ixnay on the Entelme? They call them espers in this region. Okay, context? Oh, where do we start? Everyone makes their way back to the infirmary, battered and bruised. You arrive, hopefully for the third and final time at the infirmary. Oh! Sabrina, I'm glad you're safe. Please lie on this bed here. Thank you. You 5. It means so much to me. Sabrina, it was the right thing to do. Don't worry about it. Give me more points. Right, it was only proper. I don't like seeing people trapped. You could call it selfishness. I just don't really get what we were doing, or why we're doing it. But it was the right thing to do. Honestly, that wasn't even that hard. I think I could have done it with 4 people. I must tell you that there will be plenty of time for telling your friends whatever you wish after you've rested. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Of course, we need to find our next mission after all. Oh no. No more missions. We did your thing, Rosa. Now I'm gonna teach you how to chill out. Come on, you know it was fun, right, Nessa? I'm not denying that, Sonny, but Sabrina needs to calm. And that means no shenanigans for like a week. At least a week. Oh, okay. After that, though, I got a couple really great shenanigans in mind. I've got enough footage for all that to make a little documentary anyway. So that could be fun. Wait, you're recording all that? The companions leave the room. Wait, no, this is new dialogues. Hi, Miss Miriam, guess who's back? I really hope you're not planning on making a routine out of this, young man. As long as there are people that need to be rescued, I'm planning on it, yeah. Well, you know the routine by now. Can you describe the nature of the injuries the patient sustained? Same stuff as last time, a few bumps and scrapes, also confusion, disorientation, headaches. Any ideas, nurse? I mentioned before I was fairly confident my patients had been hypnotized, yes? I'm beyond certain of it now. Seemed whatever was out in the forest wanted them to fulfill some purpose. I don't believe it wanted to hurt them, as they seem to have been hurt entirely under its control. It wanted to keep them, but not hurt them. Whoever or whatever is out there, perhaps it's confused and wanted them to deliver some sort of message. Maybe that's what was behind that garbled speech. Is there any chance they're still hypnotized? No, not at all. A person who is currently under the effects of hypnosis cannot be hypnotized again. My hypnotherapy treatments worked on the other 2, so they're definitely free now. That's a relief. Well, I'm sure after a nice long nap, Sabrina will be right as rain. And it sounds like she's developed a good support network to rely on. Actually, I'm pretty sure Sabrina didn't know any of these girls before today. Maybe Rosa. Barely. Poor girl. She's gone through so much hardship already. And all because of those powers of hers. Thank you for everything you've done. I started to imagine what would have happened to those poor people if you hadn't rescued them. Hey, it was a group effort, every time. I'm just glad to help. I won't be forgetting this. I don't mean to pry, but do you have any interest in the nursing course? Sounds great, Miss Miriam, but I don't think it's for me. Perhaps it's embarrassing at this point, but I don't believe I ever caught your name. Huh? Yeah, I guess you never asked. It's Dwayne. Dwayne King. Oh, you're Dwayne. Yep, the one, well, you know. Oh, I'm so sorry. What you went through was grossly unfair. People knew just how much variance there were in our bodies. They wouldn't think power like yours is so strange at all. Well, that was half of it. I also tried to hide it, but I've moved past that. And other people are starting to, too. It ain't the worst thing in the world. Well, my offer from before still stands. If you ever need to talk, I'm here, unqualified as I am. After seeing how you take care of Grusha, Jadam, and my other classmates, I'm pretty sure you're qualified for anything. Dilated capillaries on the cheeks, a higher heart rate. Oh, you. This must be your frenzy at work. Go off now. I have patients who require my attention. Sure thing, Miss Miriam. Thank you for taking care of my friends. Also, I love how despite the fact she says the one patient per room, you can rule, you can see that there are 2 beds in the background. Ugh. Pikachu coughing. Rosa earned me Joltik, Cricketot, and Cricketoon. Yellow's happy. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Whoever that is, they can wait. I still can't believe I'm failing my classes. Alright, that's it for today's episode. Hope you all enjoyed, much as I enjoyed making it for you all. If you enjoyed and want to see more of my content, this is a YouTube video. Actually, doesn't work. I guess you can see my Twitch channel. I stream every weekend from 11 p.m. to whenever I feel like not. If you feel I deserve it, you can donate to me at buymeacoffee.com/KingD353 or patreon.com/KingD353. Whichever one you're more comfortable with. Either way, every donation is appreciated and as $1 a month to support channels before I get to eat food. If you want more control over your donations, you can still donate to me at throne.com/KingD353. Throne involves around monetary donations, more around physical donations. Rather than give me the money to buy something of my choosing, you can send me whatever item you want me to have, be it equipment, food for my mouth hole, or something to troll me with. Send me a bomb for something. I can't think of anything offensive I've done today. Side note, I genuinely need new headphones, so I would really appreciate donations for headphones. Preferably headphones that use the not HDMI port, no, it is HDMI. Yeah, this is an HDMI plug, right? Yeah, HDMI. Preferably headphones that use an HDMI port. Or Bluetooth headphones that don't sound like I'm speaking through a fucking phone a mile away. Finally, when spend the time me, join my personal Discord. Once you're there, we will chat, play video games, share memes, and have ourselves a grand old time. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you beautiful people later. Deuces, Kingdom.